This is TradeFlow News, bringing you relevant news and insights from around the world. TradeFlow News, enabling trade for SMEs and economies worldwide.
These are some of the key topics that we will be looking into in today's program.
First, let's take a look at the overnight headlines which are impacting the commodity markets.
Top oil exporter Saudi Arabia has raised the November price for its flagship Arab Light crude to Asia to its highest levels since July. The November official selling price for Arab Light was set at $2.20 a barrel above the Oman, Dubai average, Saudi Aramco said in a statement late on Saturday. The latest figure increased 90 cents from the $1.30 per barrel in October, which was near a three-year low due to concerns of weak demand in Asia.
Oil prices fell on Monday, after posting their steepest weekly rise in more than a year last week, as oversupply concerns amid softer demand countered the worries over a wider Middle East conflict disrupting exports in the key oil-producing region. Brent crude futures fell 28 cents, or 0.36%, to $77.77 per barrel by 0645 GMT. U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude futures slipped 19 cents, or 0.26%, to $74.19 per barrel. Brent rose by more than 8% last week, the biggest weekly gain since January 2023, while the WTI contract gained 9.1% week-on-week, the most since March 2023, on expectations that Israel could strike Iranian oil infrastructure in response to an Iranian missile attack on Israel on October 1st.
Moving on to the top news in the energy sector.
China is set to remain the world's top buyer of liquefied natural gas, LNG, this year and next because of strong industrial demand, Keisuke Sadamori, a director with the International Energy Agency, said on Monday. China, the world's second biggest economy after the US, last year overtook Japan as the world's top LNG buyer as Japanese demand is falling amid nuclear reactor restarts, the rollout of renewable energy and overall weak economic development. Natural gas demand in China rose by around 10% in the first 8 months of the year and is set to expand by 16% by 2025 from 2023, driven mainly by industrial sectors, Sadamori told a conference in Hiroshima on Monday.
Japan has agreed on Sunday to study cooperating with South Korea and Italy on procurement of liquefied natural gas, LNG, as the world's second biggest LNG importer after China seeks greater flexibility while strengthening its energy security. JERA, Japan's biggest utility company, and South Korea's Korea Gas Corp, also a major LNG buyer, are collaborating on opportunities for joint procurement, cargo swaps and other forms of cooperation, Japan's Ministry of Economy, Trade and Industry said in a statement on Sunday. The governments of both countries expect that this endeavor will serve as the starting point for a new LNG cooperation between Korean and Japanese companies, said the statement co-signed by the South Korean Ministry of Trade, Industry and Energy. Next, we have the top news in metal markets. London copper prices were trading largely unchanged near the $10,000 per metric ton level, as market participants looked for more demand cues following a rally sparked by Chinese stimulus. 3-month copper on the London Metal Exchange, LME, was nearly flat at $9,940.50 per ton by 0704 GMT. Aluminium increased 0.2% to $2,657.50 and zinc edged up 0.1% to $3,169. LME lead climbed 0.4% to $2,157 a ton. Tin increased 0.6% to $33,990. While nickel fell 0.3% to $17,930.
Indonesia will impose anti-dumping duties on some flat-rolled iron products from China, South Korea and Taiwan starting next week, according to a finance ministry regulation released on Monday. Imports of the affected products will be charged with duties ranging from 4.4% to 7.9% on top of general import duties or other duties already imposed on the products, the document showed. The duties will apply from October 14 until 2029. The measures were deemed necessary following an investigation that found the domestic industry had not fully recovered from losses suffered, due to the ongoing dumping practice of flat-rolled products made of iron or non-alloy steel plated or coated with tin, from those countries, the document showed.
We will now look at the top news in the agricultural sector.
Saudi Arabia has purchased 307,000 metric tons of wheat in a tender for arrival between December and January, the GFSA state buying agency said on Monday. The tender sought hard wheat with 12.5% protein, with the purchase was slightly above the 295,000 tons sought. Origins offered were the European Union, Black Sea region, North America, South America and Australia, with the sellers having the option of selecting the origin supplied, GFSA Governor Ahmed Al-Faiz said in a statement.
That is all for today's news on commodity markets. Stay tuned to TradeFlow News as we continue to provide you with more updates. We also invite you to follow us on Twitter at TradeFlow News, which allows you to watch our program on your mobile device or desktop to receive information from there.